All right, friends, welcome, welcome. We're about to start this game here. We're going to lead off with some rosters.
All right, introducing our guest tonight, the World, starting off with number 11, Taurus Paulus Quietness.
So for the World, we're going to have number 11, TPQ, number 13, Professor Plum Crazy, 21, Jax, 52, Lobster, 55, Radar Jammin', 89, Cup of TNT, number 90, Rectangle, number 100, number 10, Mac Attack, 101, Shutter Speed, 419, Highway Sullivan, 667, Sin, 688, Iron Megan, and 1111, Strawberry Milkshake.
Number 55, Radar Jammin'.
They're just kind of doing some intro laps here.
Number 89, Cup of TNT. Number 90, Rectangle. Number 101, Shutter Speed. Number 419, Highway
This World team is made up of skaters from all over. I think we represent 4 or 5 different teams here playing against us today.
Number 667, Sin. Number 688, Iron Megan. Number 1111, Strawberry Milkshake.
The World is going to be coached by Beastie today, a visiting coach from the Gatekeepers.
And coach of the world is Beastie. Introducing your home team tonight, Cape Girardeau
And for the
Roller
Cape Girardeau Roller Derby, we're going to have number 42, Exterminate,
Don't blink or you'll need the doctor. Number 42, Exterminate. Sees madness on the track.
we'll have number 44, Delooney,
44, Delooney. Sees the free of the crop and sees
number 53, Corn Dog,
corn down. She's so excited to hit the track. She can't hold
number
it back.
68, Zoomies,
Zoomies. Her giant and cruelty-free winner game is at
number 82, Bacon Bacon,
She did crime, but not
number 99, Infamous GA,
Miss GA. See what did you hear or there?
number 113, Slam I Am,
114, Sam I Am. You get the pow pow. It's number
number 0306, the Great Gatsby.
Your favorite 2000 snack girl on the track.
Number 313, Danimals.
Call a tow truck, your jammer's gonna
Number
get
444, Car Crash.
She's cute enough to stop your heart and smart enough to restart it.
Number 904, Nurse Ratched.
This landslide will take you down.
Number 1211. Oh, this is 1725, Fleetwood Smack.
Swooping in to bring doom and destruction, number 2019, Mothman.
Now we've got number 2019, Mothman.
After getting hurt on track, you can't rely on your memories.
And your captain for Cape Girardeau Roller Derby tonight, number 1211, is Babe Runner. And tonight, Cape Girardeau Roller Derby is going to be hosted by Slay Tiblin, another coach guest who plays for both Arch and the Gatekeepers.
Big shout out to our 13th and nolyrics zebras, still undefeated in all of their division. Same to our volunteers, our skaters, our officials, and our non-skating officials. And for any of our newcomers that are joining us tonight, we'd like to give
All right, so before we actually begin the game, we're going to do a little demo jam here. So what's about to happen is fake. It's going to kind of teach you how to play roller derby, how to watch roller derby.
Jammers trying to make their way through the pack, held by their blockers, centered by opposing blockers. First jammer out of the pack.
So as he's explaining here, what's kind of happening is the player with the star in their helmet, that is the jammer, and they're the one that scores the points, trying to get through the pack. Once they get out, the first one out completely is going to be your lead jammer. They get to decide if they want to end the jam early or not. Once they come around for their second pass through the pack, that's when they can actually start scoring points. So once they do that, once Slam AM gets past those white blockers, she's going to get 1 point for every person she passes. And then if she chooses to call it off, she can, and then she'll get 4 points.
Simple enough. Let's get ready to hurry.
All right, and we're about to start, so here we go. And here we go. We've got Slam I Am jamming for Cape Girardeau versus number 101, Shutter Speed. Slam I Am is out of the pack first, so she's going to be your lead jammer. Shutter Speed still, oh, there she gets out. Slam I Am is going to come around looking to score some points quickly before Shutter Speed catches up. And that jam was 0-0, so Slam I Am decided to call it off before Shutter Speed could also get some points, so we're keeping that at 0-0. Now we're going to have Zoomies jamming for Cape Girardeau versus Cup of TNT for the World. Cup of TNT is coming to us from Roller Derby. We've played their team several times. And Black has knocked out TNT, going to run her back. Zoomies at the front of the pack, fighting her way through, looking for a hole. TNT getting to the front there, stretching out that black pack, makes it out. His lead jammer. And it looks like Zoomies is now down to just one last blocker. TNT is all the way through, going to get all 4 of her points. Zoomies still fighting. And Mac Attack's going to run her back. TNT's going to look for some more points. Zoomies is still on her initial pass, so she's not scoring any points yet. TNT picking up all 4 more of those points. And we've had a star pass, so Zoomies has given that star to Delooney. Now Delooney's going to run around, try to catch TNT. And Cup of TNT is going to call that jam before Delooney has a chance to get back to the pack and score any points. So it looks like that was a 10-0 jam for the world. And for jam number 3, we have Infamous GA jamming for Cape Girardeau Roller Derby against Lobster, number 52. Lobster coming to us from Arkansas. I don't remember that team name specifically, but I know they're in Arkansas. Rocktown Roller Derby. We played a tournament against them earlier this year. And Lobster is out with lead. Georgia right behind her, though. For the world, looks like Jax as the pivot got sent to the box. And Lobster is going to attempt a star pass, an apex jump. Picks up no points there, but calls it off. Cape Girardeau picking up 2 points. It looks like we've made it through the rotation. We have both Slam I Am and Shutter Speed back on the track jamming. Jack's still stuck in the box for the world. Slam I Am sneaking through that pack quickly, picking up lead jammer status. Shutter Speed is right behind her, though. Let's see what happens here. Slam's going to go ahead and call it off. He doesn't want that smoke. It's going to be no points for anybody here. All right, a couple new jammers out on the track for both teams. For the world, we're going to have number 10, Mac Attack, and jamming for Cape Girardeau is going to be Fakin' Bacon. That jam was so short that Jax is still in the box for the world. And we've got both jammers hitting those walls, looking to find a way through. Mac Attack spreading out that pack in the front. And Mac Attack is out for lead jammer for the world. Fakin' Bacon still looking to get through. And Professor Plum Crazy for the world is going to go to the box. Bacon is now out of the pack, and Mac Attack is calling it after picking up all 4 of her points. That's going to make it 14-2 for the world. And we've got Mothman jamming for Cape Girardeau this time against Cup of TNT. Professor Plum Crazy still in the box for the world. And Car Crash now going to the box. And Lobster for the world. Moth getting out as lead jammer for Cape Girardeau Roller Derby. Kept doing a great job holding TNT in the back there, knocking her out, rocking her back and forth, not letting her through. TNT is spreading. Oh, no, we're getting back together, keeping it together. Moth is now coming around, looking to score some points. And TNT is out. Moth has picked up all 4 of her points, though. Both TNT and Mothman looking to score points on this pass. Car Crash trying to play some offense for Moth. Everybody kind of stuck in the pack here. Moth getting ran back. Got knocked out of bounds. TNT's up at the front of the pack. Cape Girardeau Roller Derby doing a great job staying together, holding TNT. Moth getting knocked out of bounds again. TNT making it through for 4 points. And Moth is going to go ahead and call that jam off. She picked up 2 more points on that pass, making it a 6-point jam. 6 for Cape, 4 for the World, bringing that score total to 18-8. And we've got Slam and Shutter Speed back up again. Looks like this might be a normal face-off we keep seeing here. Both of them fighting through. Shutter Speed getting out first this time, picking up her first lead jammer status. Slam I Am spreading out that white pack, going against one last blocker, and she makes it through. Jack's going to the box again. Shutter Speed is back at that pack, looking to pick up some points. And is going to call it before Slam I Am has a chance to get back to the pack. Shutter Speed picked up 2 points on that one, going to bring this 20-8. And we're going to have Zoomies jamming for Cape Girardeau Roller Derby, jamming against Highway Sullivan for the World. Highway Sullivan coming to us from Southern Illinois Roller. Oh my gosh, I can't say that. Southern Illinois Roller Gremlins. Also plays for the Hooligans sometimes when they're doing games. Zoomies has that pack spread out in the front, looking to find lead. Picks it up here. Highway Sullivan still stuck in the back. Cape Girardeau doing a great job staying together, really holding him. Keeps knocking him out. Zoomies is now back at the pack, looking to pick up some points. Looks like she's going to do that kind of quickly there. Got knocked out of bounds, gets back in bounds. Down to one last blocker here, Mac Attack. Highway Sullivan still, there we go. Passes that jammer cover to Dax. Zoomies gets through, gets all 4 of her points. Jack's right behind her though. Zoomies is going to go ahead and call that. No points for the World on this one. 4 for Cape Girardeau Roller Derby, bringing that to a 20-12 game. Two new jammers again this time that we haven't seen yet. We're going to have a number 44 Delooney for Cape and Professor Plum Crazy for the World. Plum also coming to us from Southern Illinois Roller Gremlins. Easier to say is Surge. And Delooney gets out. Picking up lead jammer. Professor Plum Crazy is going to the box. Delooney's going to be on a power jam here. Let's see if she can take advantage of this power jam, score some points for Cape. And she's going to get through, pick up all 4 of those points. Maybe we see a lead change this jam. That'd be exciting. And Delooney's coming around looking for another scoring pass. Her team is lined up, ready to play some offense for her. And Delooney's going to go to the box for a little back block there, but that's okay. Going to have a little jammer do-si-do. Plum's going to come back to the track. And this is a lot of blockers' worst nightmare. We're going to have a 2-minute jam here. Delooney lost lead status as she went to the box for that penalty, so she's not allowed to call it off anymore. So we're going to play for the whole 2 minutes. Cape Girardeau doing a great job holding Plum. Really taking advantage, trying to burn that penalty before Delooney comes back in, and she's skating back, and Delooney's back on the track. See if she can take advantage of some chaos here. Not everybody on white knows she's back. A little pile up. Delooney stuck at the back of the pack there. Plum still fighting through. I believe Plum is still on her initial pass. I don't think she's gotten out, so she's not scoring any points yet. Delooney is looking to score some points on this one. Everybody's fighting through that pack here. Everybody's doing a great job. Plum almost out now, spreading out that Cape Girardeau pack. It is a no pack. She is now out on her initial. So this time when she comes around, she'll be able to score some points, except the jam's probably going to end before that happens. And we are at a tied game here, folks. Delooney gets 8 points on that jam, going to bring that score 20 all.
And we have a tie game with 18-15.
All right, we've got Lobster jamming for the world this time against Slam I Am for Cape. Penalty box is clear. We have full packs on the track. Slam I Am getting out, picking up lead jammer status, takes a little spill. Gets kind of stuck back up into that pack a little bit. That really sucks. She is lead jammer, though. Rock Lobster is out of the pack, but Slam is lead. And she's going to go ahead and call that since she got stuck again. Before the world is able to pick up any points, that's a good way to do it. After 10 jams, we are 20 points all. Down to just over 17 minutes left. And we're going to take a little team timeout here. And while we do that, let's talk about our charity for today's bout. So every bout, we always have a charity that all of our ticket proceeds go to. Today's home bout is the Tiger Lilies. The Central Middle School Tiger Lilies is a mentorship program committed to providing a positive environment where young ladies are empowered to discover their inner strength. The mentors work to build a positive self-image and enhance individuality while at the same time promoting post-peer relationships. Every member of the Tiger Lily was invited to come out to our game today and bring an adult with them for free. Earlier this week, we as a team went and joined them at their after-school activities and did some crafts with them and taught them about roller derby. And we hope they're here enjoying today or watching the stream. And we're about to get back to the action here. Jamming for the world, we've got Mac Attack against Fake and Bacon for Cape Girardeau Roller Derby. Bacon gets out quickly as Mac Attack does also comes up on Bacon. Bacon calls it off real quickly there. Another 0-0 jam, keeping that at 20 all. And we do have TNT in the box for the world. So we've got a pack advantage for Cape here against Slam I Am and Shutter Speed jamming for the world. And the jam is on. Shutter Speed out quickly, picking up lead jammer status. Slam I Am is right behind her. This will be a race to the pack to see who gets the points. And nobody's going to get the points because we're going to have a nothing jam again. I believe that's the third one in a row now. All of our jammers are just too good here. We're not letting anybody score any points. And on this one, we're going to have a new jammer jamming for the world. This is Sin, coming to us from Arch Rival Roller Derby. I believe they play on the Floor Delinquent team. And we're going to have Fake and Bacon jamming for Cape Girardeau again. And both jammers hitting those packs, looking for a way through. Sin finding a hole thanks to Strawberry Milkshake. Gets out lead jammer. Bacon is right behind her. And it looks like the world's going to go ahead and call that off for our fourth jam in a row of no points. And on this one, we're going to have Highway Sullivan jamming for the world against Zoomies. And here we go. We've got both jammers looking for holes. Zoomies looking up the inside as Highway Sullivan tries to get on the outside. Highway Sullivan knocked out to the ground as Zoomies finds that inside line, picking up lead jammer. Highway Sullivan still stuck behind that pack as Cabe really ran him back far since he got knocked out. And Highway Sullivan has lost the jammer cover. He didn't necessarily need to go back to get it. He's not on a scoring pass, although he did pass it, so that's kind of important. So Mac Attack has that jammer cover now. She's now your jammer of record for the world. Zoomies looking to pick up 4 points before Mac Attack gets back to the pack. And Zoomies is going to call it off real quick, picking up 3 points on that one. None for the world. And so we've got our first lead change. Cape now taking the lead, 23-20. We've got just under 14 minutes left in this first half, folks. This is an exciting one. This is a close game. Hard fought on both teams. We've done 14 jams, and we're still in the 20s on those points. This is a tough one. I think we've only had 1 or 2 multi-pass jams picking up more than 4 points in a jam. We've got Lobster jamming for the world against Slam I Am for Cape. Slam I Am spreads that world pack out, picking up lead jammer. Lobster is right behind her. Looks like Slam's going to try to get to the pack and pick up a couple quick points before Lobster can catch her. And Slam calls it off, leaving the world at 0, and Slam I Am does pick up 1 point. And we've got Fake and Bacon jamming for Cape Girardeau again against Cup of TNT for the world. Bacon's at the front of the pack, spreading out the world. Cup of TNT looks like she's going to sneak through and pick up lead jammer status. Bacon getting sucked back up by the world. TNT now coming back looking for some points. Bacon still on her initial pass. Cape Girardeau doing a great job staying together, not letting TNT spread them out. And there's been a star pass on Cape. It was so sneaky I missed it. Delaney has that star cover now, and TNT's not going to play with that, and she's going to go ahead and call that off. And we're at a tied game again, 24 all. As we're about to start jam number 17, we're going to have number 101, Shutter Speed jamming for the world against Zoomies for Cape. Penalty box is clear, so we've got full packs on the track. Both jammers struggling to find a way to get through this pack. Everybody is staying together real strong. Shutter Speed spreading out those Cape blockers, though. Zoomies stuck in the back. Shutter Speed gets knocked out, jumps back in, and picks up lead status. Looks like Daniels is going to the box. I believe she got called on a forearm. And Zoomies is now out of the pack. Shutter Speed's coming up, looking for some points. Gets easy 4 points. And is going to go ahead and call that off before Zoomies gets a chance to come back around. And that brings us to another lead change. It's going to be 28 the world to 24 Cape Girardeau. And we went... we have another timeout. Looks like we're doing some track maintenance, so it's an official timeout. And while we're doing that, let's talk about our sponsors for today's game. We are sponsored today by Pilot House, PFLAG, Sick Tricks, Horizon Companies, MedStop 1, and Legends Cape Girardeau. So if you're looking for some food, some rides, some skateboards, some shirts, some medicines, or an apartment, I guess, hit these people up. And we're about to get back to the action here, starting on jam number 18. We've got Moth Mayhem jamming for Cape against Lobster, who is being a blocker right now against Moth. And uses that opportunity, tries to sneak through here and gets out. And going to pick up lead jammer here. Moth is still stuck behind that world pack. Moth has taken off that jammer cover now, gets it to the Looney, who's going to get out probably. Oh, here comes Mac though. The Looney's still fighting Mac. Gets knocked down. Not gonna get ran back. They're gonna stay there. Lobster is back to the pack, scoring all 4 of her points, and is gonna go ahead and call that off. Picking up 4 more points for the World. 32-24 the World now. All right, we've got Cup of TNT jamming for the World against Slam I Am for Cape. The penalty box is empty, so we've got full packs on the track. Slam I Am looking for that outside line. Both jammers pushing through that pack. Slam I Am finding the inside line, going to pick up lead jammer status. TNT still stuck back there. Takes off the jammer cover, but gets through, doesn't need to give it to anybody. Bacon is going to the penalty box for a forearm. Slam I Am is now back at the pack, though, trying to pick up some points. And Slam I Am is now going to the penalty box for a track cut. TNT's on a scoring pass here, so she picked up all 4 of those points. It's going to be another 2-minute jam. TNT looking for some offense from her white team. Fighting through that pack, trying to get 4 more points, and she does. Gonna look for 4 more points again before Slam I Am gets back on the track. We've got just under a minute left in this jam. TNT's getting 4 more points as Jax is going to the box for the World. Slam I Am coming through, picking up her 4 points very easily. I think the World wasn't quite ready for her. TNT getting through for another 4 points here. Slam I Am coming back up, looking to score her points. And she's through for her 4 more points. TNT come around. We've got just under 30 seconds left on this. I bet both jammers can probably get at least 1 more pass here. Girardeau doing a great job holding TNT. Slam I Am finding those 4 points easily. Jack's now coming back to the track from the penalty box. Cup of TNT still being held by that Cape pack. We've got just a few seconds left. And it's over. She did get all 4 of her points on those pass. She was stuck, which sucks, but she did get all 4 of those points. That was a 20-point jam for the World versus a 12-point jam for Cape. Almost double dollar points in that one jam, bringing the total score 52-36 for the World. We've got Radar jamming for the World this time, and Infamous GA for Cape. Radar coming to us from Surge also. Both hacks doing a great job holding those jammers. Radar jamming does pick up lead jammer status, though. Georgia's still fighting against that white pack. Radar coming around now, going to be looking for some points. Georgia still pushing against that pack. Radar jam now still struggling against that Cape Girardeau pack. Getting some offense from Mac Attack. Spreads that pack out. And is going to get through. Picking up those 4 points. George is looking to pass that jammer cover, giving it to Extermiskate. He's going to get stuck by that white pack now. Radar looking for some points again. Extremis Gate getting ran back by the World. Radar still stuck in that Cape pack. Extremis Gate looking to get through also. Infamous GA gonna run Radar back. Extremis Gate struggling against this World pack. This is a strong, strong wall. Radar still working on their second pass. Radar picked up 2 points on that one. No initial pass for Cape Girardeau. Strong World wall on that one. We're just under 5 minutes left in this game now. We're about to start jam at number 21. We're going to have Slam I Am for Cape against Sin for the World. Slam trying to sneak up that inside line, gets knocked outside and ran back. Sin trying for the outside line, also gets knocked out and ran back. Somebody's getting a penalty. I think it's Sin. They're going to get a track cut. Yep. Sin gets a track cut. Slam also is in the penalty box, so they're both going to sit down for like 2 seconds. Slam sat down first. Now Sin's going to sit down. Now Slam gets to go, and Sin's going to sit down for the same amount of time that Slam sat, which was, like I said, like 2 or 3 seconds. So they're both immediately going to get back on the track, basically. But we have no lead jammer for this one, so we're going to have another 2-minute jam. Slam was out first, but like I said, no lead jammer. Sin also out of the pack. Both jammers going to be looking for a scoring pass on this one. Slam I Am coming around. Looks for that inside line. Gets stopped by Jax. Sin also knocked to the inside. Going to get ran back by Car Crash. Slam I Am trying to spread out that World pack up the front. Car Crash leading Sin right to their pack. Slam I Am does end up getting through, picking up 4 points for Cape. Sin has taken off the jammer cover and has passed it to Jax. So now Jax is going to be your jammer of record for the World. Slam I Am fighting to get that against that World wall, having a little bit of a tough time. Gets through there, though, right as I say that, picking up 4 points. Jax is now at the pack, looking to score some points. Gets knocked out of bounds and ran back by Car Crash. Slam I Am is coming around. Going to hopefully look to score 4 more points here before time runs out. We just have a couple seconds left. Jax did finally... Oh, no, that was his scoring pass. So he did get 4 points. None for Slam on that one. So we had 8 points for Cape. 7 points for the World because Sin did score points when they came around the first time. Looks like we're going to have an official timeout here, an official review maybe. We've got some coaches in the middle, so once we find out what that's about, we'll try to tell you. Just want to shout out everybody who's watching today. Really appreciate you. I'm glad you're able to tune in and catch your favorite skaters playing here in Cape Girardeau tonight. It's a lot of fun being able to bring this to you guys. And we'll just take a little break here while they're on their official view. Alrighty, and we're about to come back here. I do not know what that official review is about, so I can't tell you. Sorry. We've got Mag Attack jamming for the world against the Great Catsby for Cape Girardeau. Mag Attack stuck at the back of that pack there. Cape looking to spread out the front of that pack, trying to get out. Mag Attack does get through his lead jammer here. Cat looking for a star pass, gives that star cover to Bacon. Bacon still stuck behind that world pack though. And looks like she's going to get out there. Lobster's going to go to the box for a high block there. As Bacon was falling, she kind of knocked her in the head a little bit. Mac Attack is looking for some points on this one. Bacon has gotten out now. Coming around, also going to look for some points. Mac has gotten all 4 of her points and looks like she might call it. There she goes. Not letting Kate pick up any points here. Going to bring that score 69 for the world to Cape Girardeau's 44. That's a very nice score. And on jam number 23 here, we've got Professor Plum Crazy jamming for the world against Cape Girardeau's Slim I Am. We've got Lobster, who started in the penalty box for the world, so there she comes back now, but they were short one. Slam getting out of that pack, picking up lead jammer status here. Looks like Plum is still stuck behind the Cape Girardeau pack. Plum has taken off that star cover now, looking for a pass. Jax is looking to find it. Having some issues getting that pass. Somebody's going to the box here. Slim I Am spreading out that world pack here, trying to get out for 4 of her points. Gets knocked down, is going to get ran back by Lobster. That penalty did go to Sturmiskate. I'm not sure what she did. But that star pass was able to be complete. Jax is coming around, and Slam calls it off before he gets back. Slam does pick up 3 points for Cape Girardeau. As Thriller has shared in the chat here, Mac Attack is an aged up junior skater. I saw her skate for the first time a couple weeks ago at Brawloween, and we were all very pleasantly surprised to learn that she was just very freshly 18 years old and playing with the big dogs. She's doing a great job today. I know she does a great job always. And with that, we're going to go into intermission here, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Alrighty, folks, we're getting back to the action here. About to start half number 2 of this game. We're going to have Mothman jamming for Cape Girardeau against Lobster for the World. Lobster getting out quickly, picking up lead jammer status. Moth stuck in that pack, looking for some offense from Car Crash. Moth has taken off that jammer cover, going to be looking to do a star pass. As Lobster is back to the pack, looking for some points. Moth has passed that star cover to Delooney. That white pack is pretty spread out. Delooney getting caught by Mac, though. Getting knocked down. Lobster is coming back around. She already picked up 4 points. Looking for 4 more. And Delooney is going to get out of that pack almost. Mac attacks speeding up to the front, catching her. Lobster getting out for 4 more points, though. Delooney fighting her way through that white pack, spreading it out. And Lobster's coming around looking for another scoring pass. Tries to do a little hippity hop. Doesn't get past. Calls the jam off. Gets no points. No initial pass for Cape Girardeau on that one. Going to bring that score 77 to 47. And on the second jam in the second half, we're going to have Highway Sullivan jamming for the World against Slam I Am for Cape Girardeau. Both jammers trying to find their way around that pack. Highway Sullivan is going to get lead jammer. Slam I Am getting ran back by TNT. Bacon trying to play some offense for her. Get caught up a little bit in that pack. Highway Sullivan is now back looking to score some points. Slam I Am does make it out of that pack. Highway Sullivan gets knocked out of bounds. Ran back by George. Just going to call that jam off before Slam can get back. Highway did pick up 1 point, though, on that one. And on this one, we're going to have Shutter Speed jamming for the World against Zoomies for Cape. Both jammers hitting those walls, trying to find a way through. Zoomies finds that inside line. Is going to pick up lead jammer status. Somebody's getting a penalty, and it looks like that is Iron Megan going to the penalty box. Zoomies is coming around looking to score some points while Shutter Speed is still stuck in that pack. She is spreading out those Cape blockers and is about to get around. And, ooh, nice little skin skid on the ground there. Zoomies gets 4 points. Shutter Speed does get out of that pack on her initial pass. And Zoomies is going to go ahead and call that off for a 4-0 jam for Cape Girardeau, bringing that total score 78 to 51. If anybody would like to shout out a skater, an official, an NSO, or anybody here helping today, just let me know in the chat and I'll give them a quick little shout out. On this jam, we're going to have Bacon jamming for Cape Girardeau against TNT for the World. Jam's on, I believe, but nobody's doing anything. Not sure what happened, why everybody was confused there, but here we go. TNT is out of the pack for lead jammer. Bacon is taken off that cover, looking for a pass, gives it to Georgia. No, that's Nurse Ratchet, excuse me. Nurse Ratchet is now your jammer of record for Cape Girardeau. TNT getting through that pack, calls it off, and picks up 4 points on that one. 3 points. The World got 3 points. Bringing that to 81-51 to the World. Cape Girardeau Roller Derby, we're going to have the Animals against Highway Sullivan for the World. Jam is on. Highway Sullivan pushing through, spreading out those Cape jammers. Highway Sullivan picking up lead jammer status. Daniel's close behind, looking to get out, getting knocked out by Jax. The Great Cassie is in the penalty box for Cape Girardeau. Did not see what she got called on. Highway Sullivan is back, looking to score some points, and gets out and is going to get all those points. Danimals is now out of the pack on her initial pass. Next time she gets around, she'll be also looking to score some points unless Sullivan calls it off. And Highway Sullivan getting to that pack. Going to pick up a couple points there and call it off before Danimals has a chance to score. 3 more points on that one for the World. 7-point jam total. 88-51 for the World. And in this jam, we're going to have Lobster jamming against Zoomies. Zoomies looking for that inside line. The World doing a good job staying in front of her, not letting her through until now. Zoomies gets out, picking up that lead jammer status. Lobster quickly finding her way out right behind her, about half a lap behind. Zoomies probably going to hit that pack real quick, try to pick up a couple points before Lobster gets to the pack. Zoomies is going to call it. Zoomies did end up picking up 1 point on that one, holding the World to just 1 point, bringing that total 88-52. Looks like Lobster's mom is watching. She says, "Let's go, Block Lobster. Mommy loves you." And on this jam, we're going to have Mac Attack jamming against Slam I Am. Mac Attack quickly pushing through that black wall, kind of knocking everybody over. Stops for a second, and then jukes around everybody, picking up that lead jammer status. Slam I Am still stuck at the back of the pack, fighting her way through that world wall, getting him kind of spread out there. Doing a little bit of a matrix move around TNT. Last jammer left is Jax, staying in bounds on a tricky little move there. Magtac coming around, picking up 4 of her points before Slam can get back. And we've got Fleetwood Smack jamming for Cape Girardeau against TPQ for the World. Fleetwood Smack picking up lead jammer, celebrating with her bench on that lead jam win. TPQ is out of the pack now. Fleetwood's going to come up, try to look for some points quickly before TPQ gets back. And Fleetwood calls it right before TPQ gets back. She's going to pick up 1 point for Cape. None for the World. We are on an official timeout right now. A little bit of a scoreboard malfunction. And everything's kosher again, so we're going to get back to the action here in just a little bit. We're going to have Shutter Speed jamming for the World against Zoomies for Cape Girardeau. Penalty box is clear. We do have full packs on the track. Shutter Speed going to get past her pack here quickly. Zoomies stuck in the back. But Cape Girardeau doing a great job holding shutter speed. Both jammers fighting against these walls fiercely. These are both some tough little walls. Zumi's now at the front of the pack on that world wall. Going to try to spread him out. Shutter speed's going to get out first. Picking up lead jammer. Zumi's does have that jammer cover off. Looks like she's going to try to get out anyways. Car crash is going to the box for Cape Girardeau for a directional penalty. You cannot hit somebody backwards on the track. Zumi's still fighting on that initial pass. She has not passed that jammer cover yet. Shutter speed is on a scoring pass now. And she's going to get through and pick up those 4 points. And I do believe it looks like Zumi's has made that star pass now. Bacon has the star cover. She doesn't have it on her head yet. Shutter speed coming around. Going to try to get 4 more points here. She does a little jump and is going to call it. Picks up no points on that pass. 4-point jam on that one. Going to be 96.52 for the world. And on this one, we're going to have Slam I Am for Cape jamming against Sin for the world. Slam I Am trying to get up that inside line quickly here. Gets scooped up by that pack. Sin going to get out of that pack, picking lead jammer for the world. Slam spreading out that world pack, getting past. Going to make it through on her initial pass there. Sin coming around, looking to score some points. Going to easily get through that Cape Girardeau wall that was all spread out over that track. Going to pick up all 4 of those points and call it off before Slam I Am has a chance to get back. And that is going to make 100 points for the world against Cape Girardeau's 52. And on this one, we're going to have Fleetwood Smack against Mac Attack. Smack against Mac. Mac Attack going to pick up lead jammer status very quickly there. Fleetwood has taken off that jammer cover, looking to make a little pass to Nurse Ratchet. And the pass has been complete. Nurse Ratchet now going to be your jammer of record for Cape Girardeau. Gets knocked out of bounds. Goes to the back, puts on that jammer cover. Is going to try to get through on an initial pass. Meanwhile, Mac is scoring points on this one. Mac picks up her first 4 points for this jam and is going to go ahead and call that. Block Lobster's mom also says, "Good job, Snow," who is our jam timer for this game. She comes to us also from Rocktown Roller Derby. And Cape Girardeau is about to call a timeout. Slaytoven going to time it precisely, it looks like. And we're going to call that timeout now. Let's go ahead and shout out our sponsors again. We've got the Pilot House, PFLAG, Six Tricks, Horizon Companies LLC, MedStop One, and Legends Cape Girardeau. So if you need anything that those businesses provide, hit them up. We are very excited that they sponsor our league and are involved with our league. And we're going to get back to the action here. We're going to have Mothman jamming again for Cape Girardeau against Lobster for the world. Moth looking for that inside line, gets picked up by that World Pack. Lobster gonna get out, pick up lead jammer status. Moth being held by a strong World Wall, takes up that jammer cover. Is gonna look for a star pass. Delooney is her pivot. She's looking for Delooney. The hands are reaching. And the star pass has been made. Delooney is going to get out of the pack. Meanwhile, Lobster has gotten through, picked up 4 points, and is going to go ahead and call it off before Delooney can get back to score some points. And we are just under 16 and a half minutes left in this game here. We're going to have Strawberry Milkshake jamming for the world against Slam I Am for Cape. Slam I Am going to get out of that pack quickly there, pick up lead jammer status. Milkshake has made a star pass, going to give that to Jax. Slam I Am going to look to pick up 4 quick points here before Jax gets back. Jax is very fast though, so it's going to be tricky. Slam I Am gets all 4 of her points. Jax picking up 3 points for the world on that one. It's a very tough challenge to try to be faster than Jax. And on jam number 14 for this second half, we're going to have Delooney jamming against Cup of TNT. Cup of TNT getting knocked out of bounds and quickly gets back in to pick up lead jammer status. Delooney has taken off that jammer cover, still has it in her hand and gets out though, so she's going to put that cover back on. TNT coming around looking for some points. One of her teammates gets in the way a little bit. Going to go ahead and call that off before Delooney has a chance to pick up any points. Going to bring that total 115 for the world to 57 for Cape. And we're going to have an official timeout here. Looks like we're doing a little bit of track maintenance maybe. Let's go ahead and talk about our game charity again. Today's bout day charity is the Tiger Lilies. Every home bout is dedicated to raising awareness of a nonprofit that serves our local community. Ticket sale profits are donated to our charity of the event. And tonight's charity, like I said, is the Tiger Lilies. The Central Middle School Tiger Lilies is a mentorship program committed to providing a positive environment where our young ladies are empowered to discover their inner strength. The mentors work to build a positive self-image and enhance individuality while at the same time promoting peer relationships. Again, we invited all the Tiger Lilies to come out to our game tonight for free and bring an adult with them, so hopefully they came out to join us. Our team went and joined one of their after-school days last week. Did some activities, some arts and crafts with them, taught them about roller derby, taught them about how cool roller derby is. So we hope that they're here, maybe watching the stream tonight. And on this jam, we've got Babe Runner for Cape Girardeau jamming against Rectangle for the world. Rectangle does get out, pick up lead jammer status. Babe Runner still fighting that pack there. Looks like we have had a star pass, so now the Great Catsby is your jammer for Cape Girardeau. She's going to get out. Get out on that, her initial pass. Rectangle looking on her scoring trip is going to go ahead and call that off. And Cape did hold the world to 0 points on that one. Alrighty, so in jam number 16 for the second half, we're going to have Slam I Am against Lobster. Slam I Am's quickly spreading out that world pack in the front. Going to pick up lead jammer. Lobster is going to be right behind her. Let's see if Slam can pick up a couple quick points here. It's going to be a little race to the packs. Yep, Slam's going to go ahead and call that. Her pack was in the back, so Lobster would have gotten to their pack to pick up those points before Slam could have gotten to that front pack. That was a good little call. No points on that one, leaving that score at 115 the world to Cape Girardeau's 57. And looks like we're going to do another little timeout here, called by the world. And we'll just take a little break while we do this timeout. We're going to go back to the action here. We're going to have Professor Plum Crazy for the world jamming against Corn Dog for Cape Girardeau. I believe this is Corn Dog's first time jamming this game. Plum Crazy doing a little bit of blocking before she goes up to fight that Cape Girardeau wall. Corn Dog, though, spreading out that world pack. Up at TNT's going to go to the penalty box, joining Strawberry Milkshake, who is already there for the world. Professor Plum stuck in the back of that pack. Cape Girardeau while doing a great job holding together. Corn Dog is going to pick up that lead jam status, although there was a really quick star cover pass to Jax, and she's going to call it off very quickly because nobody wants that. And we're just under 11 and a half minutes left now in this second half. We're going to have Mac Attack jamming against Zoomies here. Mac Attack going to be looking for that outside line. Kind of sneaks into the inside, hit out by Car Crash. Zoomies gets knocked inside as well by Highway Sullivan. Both jammers kind of stuck on those walls there. No pack is called, though, so Cape has to kind of stop blocking, let Mac Attack through. Zumi still stuck in that pack, while Mac Attack is now coming around for a scoring pass. Sumi's still trying to fight that world wall, has not taken that jammer cover off yet. Ooh, a little bit of a pile up there on turn 3. Mac Attack fighting that Cape Girardeau wall, spreading them out. Going to get out for just 4 points. That was her first scoring pass. Going to go ahead and call that jam off here. We're going to take a little... Nah, we're good. Everybody's getting up. We're fine. Okay. That was a 4-point jam for the world. And on this one, we're going to have Slam I Am jamming for Cape against Sin for the world. Slam I Am going to get out quickly, find that inside line, and pick up lead jammer status. Sin is right behind her. Going to be a little race back to the packs. Going to see who can score some points. Radar Jammin is going to the penalty box for the world. Did not catch which penalty he picked up. Both jammers are in the pack now, fighting them. Sin gets knocked out. Nurse Ratchet gonna run her back. Slam finds that outside line, gonna sneak past TPQ, now fighting against TPQ and Jax. Keeping them spread out though, looking to get all the 4 of those points. Sin also still stuck on that cape wall. Slam I Am and Jax kind of just doing some circles around each other, trying to keep one up in each other. Slam did get both of them got all 4 of their points on that one, but neither of them quite got out of the pack. But they did pass everybody's hips at one point or another, so they both got all 4 points. It's going to bring this game 123 to the world to Cape Girardeau's 61. And on jam number 20 for the second half, just under 8.5 minutes left here now, we're going to have Lobster jamming against Looney. Both walls doing a good job holding both of those jammers. Lobster getting out, though, picking up that lead jammer status. Looney coming up, looking for some offense from Georgia, pushing on two last blockers for the world. Lobster is now back, looking to pick up some points. Looney gets out on that initial pass. Lobster getting through, gonna pick up all 4 of those points. And gonna go ahead and call that before Looney gets a chance to come back for some points. It's gonna bring that total 127 the world to Cape Girardeau's 61. An official timeout. Probably need to do some track repair. I saw a big piece of string of the rope go wild. And we'll just take a little break while they fix that. We're going to go ahead and get back to the action here. We're going to have Babe Runner jamming for Cape Girardeau against Highway Sullivan for the world. Penalty box is clear, so we're going to have full packs on the track. Both walls doing a good job holding those jammers. Babe Runner really getting a run for her money against that world wall. Highway Sullivan also going to run for his money against that cape wall, too. Both of these walls are just very strong, doing a great job staying together, really not giving that jammer any room to go anywhere. And we still have both jammers really struggling to fight through those walls. Highway Sullivan, does pick up lead jammer, but gets knocked out. All right, well, there he goes. He is lead jammer, so Babe Runner is going to go ahead and take off that jammer cover. Going to be looking for a pass. Highway Sullivan coming through for his scoring pass. Going to pick up all 4 of those points while Babe Runner gets knocked back. Mech Attack's going to go to the penalty box. And we're going to go ahead and call that jam. On jam number 22 of the second half, just under 6 minutes left, we're going to have Radar jamming. Radar Jammer jamming for the world against Slam I Am for Cape Girardeau, who has picked up lead jammer status already. Looks like the world is going to be looking for a star pass. Slam I Am gets through for those 4 points, though. Lobster does have the... Lobster is not the jammer. She has the star cover, but she is not the jammer, which means that... so Radar got a penalty, I believe. I missed something here. No, maybe not. He's coming back. I don't know. Either way, it wasn't a legal star pass, and she's not the jammer. So... Okay, so he did get a penalty. He came back to get the cover, which he did not need to do. She could have held on to that until he got back to the track. He could have just went and sat. So Slam I Am is still your lead jammer, jamming for Cape Girardeau. Going to try to take advantage of this power jam here as Radar is sitting in the penalty box. Slam does get knocked out, ran back a little bit, and is going to go ahead and call it. Going to ice that jammer in the box. Going to start the next one on a power jam. So I didn't see exactly what happened, but probably what happened is Radar was either out of bounds or down whenever Lobster took that jammer cover, and you have to be upright and in bounds to make a legal star pass. Both of them do. So even though she had that jammer cover, she was not the jammer because something bad happened. So he did not have to go back and get that, though. She could have just held on to that the whole time until he got back. And the way to remedy an illegal star pass is for him to just come back and both of them grab onto it for just a second. And then at that point, either one of them could have taken it. He could have taken it back, or she could have taken it, and either one of them could have been the jammer. But this is what happened, and so now Radar is in the box as the jammer. So Cape Girardeau is going to start this next one on a power jam. We are in a team timeout right now. I believe the world called that team timeout. Oh, no, Cape Girardeau called that team timeout. And Cape Girardeau did pick up 12 points on that last jam. Slam I Am doing a great job using that power jam to her advantage. And we're going to go ahead and get back to the action here. That rolling whistle means the game is going to start again. We're going to have Looney on the line for Cape Girardeau, starting off on this power jam. And here we go. Looks like these teams are just running. Delooney doing a little spin there before she hits that wall, coming in with style. Georgia coming in to play some offense, gonna help get Delooney through. And she is out for lead jammer. Radar is back on the track now. He's going to be working on his initial pass while Delooney's gonna be coming around, scoring some points. Radar gets knocked down here, gonna get held by Georgia. Delooney is out for 4 points, gets knocked down, but that's okay. She can keep on going. Somebody is going to the box. That is Fleetwood Smack, who got a forearm. Radar is knocked to the inside here. Delooney's coming around, going to be looking for some more points. Meanwhile, a star pass has happened, so Jax is now your jammer of record for the world. Delooney is out for 4 more points and needs to call it off quick if she wants to hold the world to none. Nope. Her coach is signaling her to keep on going, so they're going to keep going. Jax is now at the pack here, going to look to pick up some points for the world, which he very easily does with his little hippity hops. And Delooney's coming around, also going to look for some points. And is going to call that before Jax has a chance to get any more. Delooney gets 1 more on that pass, holding Jax to none on that one. So it is a 9-1 jam. Nope, 0 maybe. Four points. He got 4 points on the first one. and none on the second one. So it was a 9-4 jam. Bringing that score total 135 for the world to Cape Girardeau's 82. And we've got Zoomies jamming for Cape Girardeau against TNT for the world. TNT is your lead jammer. Zoomies is out though. TNT looking to pick up some points now here, hitting that pack as Zoomies is coming around about a quarter of a lap back now. TNT going to go ahead and call that off real quickly before Zoomies has any chance to pick up any points. TNT getting 3 points. Going to bring that 138 to 82 for the world. And we are just under a minute and a half left in this game. This could potentially be our last jam. Maybe one more. Just going to kind of depend. We're going to have Mac Attack here jamming against Slam I Am. Mac Attack quickly going to find that outside line, pick up lead jammer status. Slam also looking for that outside line. Getting caught by Jax there. Slam spreading out that world pack. Getting out here. Mac Attack getting back to the pack and is going to go ahead and call it off after she picks up all 4 of her points. Going to bring that 142 to the world for 82 to Cape. And we are going to go ahead and be able to get one more jam in here. And on this last jam of the game, we're going to have Fleetwood Smack jamming against Highway Sullivan. Nobody is in the penalty box, so we're going to have full packs on the track here. Both jammers hitting those walls. And a big ol' pile up. Highway Sullivan spreading out that Cape Girardeau wall. Fleetwood still stuck in the back on that world pack. Fleetwood getting around that pack there. Just couple blockers left as they kind of get back to the front. Her and Highway have kind of traded place now. Now Highway's stuck in the back. Fleetwood is going to get out, pick up lead jammer. She's going to be the last lead jammer of this game. We are now just down to jam time as the game clock has expired. Highway Sullivan has taken off that jammer cover, looking for a pass. TNT does have that jam cover, so TNT is now your jammer for the world, so they're still on their initial pass, and Fleetwood is on her scoring pass. Fleetwood at the front of that pack trying to break them up, trying to get some points there. TNT going to go ahead and get out, and Fleetwood is going to call it. She did pick up all 4 of those points, got past every single one of those blockers at one point or another, and that is going to be the game here. It's going to be 142 to 86. The world taking the win on this one. We are still at an unofficial score. We'll wait for that sweeping whistle. And with that rolling whistle, that is going to be the end of this game with our official score, 142 world to 86 for Cape Girardeau. A big round of applause to all the players who played tonight. We appreciate everybody coming down to play with us, coaches who came to coach us, officials, NSOs, volunteers, everybody that came and helped, everybody that watched. I appreciate every single one of you that tuned in tonight, listened to me talk about some roller derby. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and call it. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.